folks, to a spectacle, a tremendous light show hyping up this crowd as they get set for this matchup here tonight. Welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, LSU's Death Valley, home of the Bayou Bengals. As we'll see, the crew looking to make a strong statement, taking on a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Hearnstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Kickoff team is on the field to boot it. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. And each offense features a star tight end, Kirk. What an elite matchup of guys who can really hurt defenses in a variety of ways.
When was the last time we did a game where we were excited to watch two tight ends from opposing teams go against each? But that's what we have today. Both of these guys are at position. Both want to have bragging rights that they're the best in the country. Let's see who can be showcased better today.
The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's 3rd down and 2. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
I mean, this is exactly what opened up this game, especially on the road. It's a really well-blocked play, pick up a good chunk of yards, and if you're the offensive line, this is what you've talked about all week in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control of things up front. They give their running back plenty of room to pick up those good yards.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. He's looking to throw. Caught by the receiver. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Boy, great job by this defense on this 2nd down run. Just stonewall them at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
Here comes the 7th play of a good-looking opening drive, but it's 3rd down now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. That's enough to move the sticks. First down now from the 23.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Out of the shot, to hand it off.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could count quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
Quick throw caught on the left side. They bring it down at the 11, but it'll be first down from there.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. First down. Looking to throw the football. Catch made on the left side. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Boy, that slant is so dangerous for a defense to try to slow down. Great job of rallying to limit its yardage after the catch.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Keeping it on the ground here. Stop at the line, still a few yards short from Pater.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense, because the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. He's running out of time here. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
I thought they might blitz here on third down, Chris. I just wasn't sure where it might be coming from. They waited until the last possible second to bring this blitz. I think it really affected the offensive line's communication. They don't do a good job of protecting the quarterback, and he just gets hit right as he throws the ball for this incompletion.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Caught near the goal line.
Wow, a risky call here on the opening drive of the game by the head coach, and it pays off for a touchdown. I love to see that aggressive attacking style by this offense.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So the LSU Tigers offense gets their first crack now. They'll be challenged today by one of the elite linebacker groups in the sport, Kirk. Impact players who fly around and are capable of just taking over football games.
Yeah, Chris, I think it's the versatility of what these guys do that really makes them so unique. I mean, they can play off ball and defend the run, and if you get into passing situations, oftentimes you'll see these guys blitz or get up near the line of scrimmage and pressure the quarterback. When you have that kind of ability, it's rare, let alone to have two of them. So that's why this defense is one of the best.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Scanning the field. It's Nussmeier. Grabbed by the receiver. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Brown.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
A completion makes it 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. They stop him, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. And the back gets the football. First down and more. He's still running. They make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever, all the way back to like Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield, Leonard Fournette, and of course Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now LSU stable of backs again on this roster too.
Grab down the middle. It's Thomas. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, and he almost picked it off. Nearly a turnover here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity and dropping that interception.
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught in the flat by the running back. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
It's on 1st down, so it's 2nd and long from the 19. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Catch made over the middle. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball to 31.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
The offense with 3 tight ends now in 1st down, trying to create a mismatch. Here's the option play. They'll toss it to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. A juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Comes up with the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Great job by this defensive tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the first down marker, and a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Ball lands right at the 1-yard line and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Looking to set up a screen pass here. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
Short loss on the play sets up second and long from the 18. The shotgun running play call. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
What a job to bounce back by this offense. They get all the yardage back that they lost on this run and more. Now they're back on track with a very manageable third and short.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Trying to convert with a sneak. Good enough for first down yardage.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator to go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Pass complete on a crossing route. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it again. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Offense on the field to take over. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
And completion makes it second and short. Here comes a handoff. And that play moves the ball across midfield. First down now from the 42.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
A quick throw out left, complete.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Grab behind the line. It's Jefferson. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen, but where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Chris, I really felt the quarterback came off the fake a little bit too quick. The defense didn't bite at all on the play action. They saw the quarterback had the ball, attacked, and got the sack.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Lets it go quickly, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for three. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. And the returner is brought down. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a first and 10. Looking for some space. It's Durham.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And the game just good enough for a first down.
I feel like this quarterback could make this throw in his sleep. It's like clockwork, a pro route against zone. And the quarterback, the only thing is he had to fit it into a tight window for that first down completion.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And he drops back in the gun. The pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Offense makes their way on the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. Then it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. And he'll set up to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Jefferson. They wrap him up after the completion, just short of the 1st down marker.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Direct snap to the back. They convert on 3rd down and move the football to the 25.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Play fake, looking to throw. Quick throw to his receiver. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field for a very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
You know, when we were out in practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the kickoff will be returned. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Receiver makes the catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Throws it to the right. He's got it on a crossing route. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a 1st down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to throw yet again. Grab down the middle. It's Anderson. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Following the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 30. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Durham. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Anderson. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Gets across the 25-yard line. They'll spot it at the 27. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Great cut there.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
And they'll kick it away now to get this 3rd quarter underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They need to get things going here in the 3rd quarter, already trailing by a couple possessions. Oh, he makes the catch! Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Boy, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down, and I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this. It'd be a great compliment to that running game, and then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Takes the handoff again. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. It is intercepted. Powering through a tackle. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, Chris, halftime is about trying to make adjustments off what you learned from the first half. You come out to start the second half thinking about this is how we're going to set the tone, and you throw an interception. It's going to put a lot of pressure on this quarterback the rest of the game.
Offense back out there trying to get something going. On first down, it's play action. Oh, and it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
2nd and 10 now from the 48 after that incompletion. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And that pass falls incomplete. And the punt team now on to kick it away. He's on to boot it away now. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Catch is made down the nickel made after a solid game. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
A completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, that one's picked off. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Well, this is why this free safety is, to me, one of the top players in the country. Does a great job of reading the quarterback, follows his instincts there, which leads him to the interception.
And out comes the offense, set to take over here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Picks up the first, looking for more. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Not much on that play, brought down short. Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down and still motoring. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll hand it off. And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Grab behind the line, it's Jefferson. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Important third down play coming up. Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a fourth and short.
I think he makes the right read here. He gets the ball out to his receiver, but the receiver's got to win. He's got to win that one-on-one matchup against the defender, and he doesn't, so now we've got a fourth down.
So a field goal attempt coming up now. And that one's straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! Tackle made after a big gain.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's got the first and still going. They bring him down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. So second down and 10 now from the 43 after the incompletion. And he's back to throw again on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Now the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Hill. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down of a 17. LSU now operating in the red zone. Now in the red zone, it's Nussmeier. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Incompletion makes it second down. Looking to chuck it again. Pressure is coming. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. Pass caught. Can he get in? Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now, first and goal.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And they're trying to punch it in here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Okay, now it's second and goal from the 1. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
And now here comes the point after attempt. PHC is good. They still trail, though. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. They'll take the return and try to get some better field position. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First and 10 now, clock running, final minute of the quarter. And at first down, they go right back to him. Breaking free at midfield. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. Set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They open the fourth by going to the air. It's a short completion to the big tight end. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback's safety blanket.
Here's the second down play. Play fake, looking to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. That's a scoop and score defense making a monster play there.
Well, his eyes must have gotten so big when he saw that ball pop out, chance to pounce on it, and instead of doing it the more conservative way and just falling on it, he decides to take it to the house for a touchdown, something he'll remember for the rest of his career.
And they get set now to try the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just down. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Play action here on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, Chris. These guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Oh, look at the quick cut. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all been? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
With the catch, it's Anderson. Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
And now the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
Caught in the backfield. It's Durham. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. So they call the screen on third down, but it doesn't work. Defense all over the running back that time.
Yeah, Chris, and usually on third down, that's a great time for the defense to apply the pressure, which they did here. All your guys are getting after the quarterback, but what stood out is the patience they showed. They were able to read the play, snuff it out, and make a nice stop.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Downfield and incomplete. A fourth down stop. Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. The back's got it on a pitch. Has the first down, is still going. Muscles past the defender. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21.
What a run and a pickup for this offense. This all starts with a great read by the quarterback. Saw the defender coming in, just knew this was not the time to keep it, and he does a good job of getting it to one of his playmakers, and boy, does he make a big play.
One massive play has moved the football just outside the red zone. First down. Quick throw caught on the left side, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
And now the first snap in the red zone in this drive. It's a quarterback keeper, and the defense smothers him for no gain.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Bringing pressure. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a fourth down decision coming up.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down, but boy, he gave him a chance.
The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they went for it on fourth down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
That completion makes it second and medium. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Thomas. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. Receiver makes the grab, Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Second down after that previous play. Back to throw again. Catch made on the out route. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain on that short throw.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense in bounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Third down upcoming after that completion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught on the outside. It's Durham.
Good job here by the defense on third down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. This one falls incomplete on fourth down. It's a turnover on downs. And they'll give it to the back. Breaking tackles. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
When you can run it like this with a late lead and the defense knows it's coming, that's a clear sign the offense has done its job. This defense is worn down at this point, and closing the game out should be pretty routine if they can keep this up.
Now it's second down here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Runs through the defender. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
He's got room to run.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up in run support.
Second down after that run on the previous play. A quick throw out left, complete. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Wideouts now clustered. Try and muscle for the first down. He shreds the tackle. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Here comes some more big bodies out for the defense. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. The offense threatening now, first and goal. Working clock with the ground game.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they've got the returner corralled. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. Looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Thomas. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing. They're sitting back in zone. They're trying to double coverage certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today.
That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. The sure hands. It's Thomas.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offensive coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
Second down play coming up. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Pass complete on a crosser. They make the tackle, but the offense has a first down now at the 21.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Oh, they trap him for a sack.